read the chat. Good morning, Monica. Good morning. Oh, yes, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, you got to decide if you're going to be creating stuff. Yeah, that's what she wanted. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those of you that are new to this whole conversation around Sundays with TRM, um, we give away stuff, classes, GPTs. You just have to stay on the call to the end, and we give away things. So that's what we're talking about. Those of you who are new and you're like, what are they talking about? That's what we're talking about. We give away class seats, GPTs. Yeah. Let me finalize my setup here, y'all. I'm sorry that this. Sometimes it takes what it takes. That's what my husband says. Sometimes it takes what it takes. You got to do what you got to do. But I do want to make sure that people who want to have access to this have access to it. Kelly, your baby's just getting so big. So big, man. How old is Coach Bryce? I'm calling him Coach Bryce. I just let you know, I like the idea of him being Coach Bryce. We're going to set him up to be a leader early on in life. Is he 2? Is he 18 months, 2? Approaching 2? What's his birthday? Let me know. Let me know. All right, Facebook and YouTube family, good morning. Make sure you say hello in the comments. That's how I know you're there. I got my water bottle. He's 1.5. Man, that's how I flew. He'll be 2 on August 28th. Ooh. Well, it's my hope that as he transitions into 2 and lives his best life as next year as going into 3, that he's completely potty trained. And that you're able to retire the diaper brigade. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Thank y'all. Keep the hearts a coming. I appreciate those reactions. Dang, we only been in here a few minutes and y'all got it at 1,000. Good morning, TJ. Good morning. Good morning, London. I'm keeping everybody in London, Kentucky in my thoughts. London, Kentucky was hit quite heavily with the storms. Anybody in the space, let us know if there's anything you need. Quite a few people were hit heavy by the storms. There at least been right under 28 deaths yesterday. Thank you, Be Digital Love. I appreciate you. Have a great day. So if that's you, please let us know. If there's anything we can do to help you, please let us know. And hopefully everybody is safe and okay in your homes and in your families. This is Morning Motivations, Monday, Wednesday, Friday of every week. We walk, we talk AI, business, and mindset. And it's my hope that as I'm encouraging myself to keep going, because it's not easy, that I offer a word of encouragement to you too. So I'm glad you're here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my pace up just a little bit. My stomach is a little upset. I take Manjaro. It's a side effect. But I'm going to work through it. I'm going to work through it because it's part of taking the medication. And then I'm going to talk to my doctor about some things I could do differently. But I'm going to keep doing this walk. Today, I want to focus on being proactive. Now, a couple of you mentioned it in the chat. How proud are we of Jamal Roberts? Is that his last name? Jamal. Jamal won American Idol. Now, if you have not been following American Idol, this season was one not to miss. Okay? I haven't watched American Idol in a billion years, but I'm finding that as my kids get older, I gotta watch some shows that don't have a bunch of cursing in them. And so American Idol is family friendly enough for me to watch. So I've been watching this season. And this is one of those seasons where everybody can sing. Understand me clearly. Everybody can sing. The people that did not become the idol, it was not because of lack of talent. Them folks was singing folks this season. There are very, very few weak performers of that top 10. Okay. But Jamal Roberts is the winner. Congratulations. Congratulations, all you Mississippians and all of you guys that are from Meridian. Great things come out of Meridian, I'm assuming. All right. So we've been talking about this Kaizen principle. And it's the idea is that you make small but powerful shifts to help you move forward in your business and in your own life. All right, last week we talked about letting go of assumptions and really slowing down and deciding, are our assumptions accurate? And if they're not, explore other possibilities or communicate with the person. All right. And this week we are back. We're going to be covering each one of these principles weekly. And I'm going to challenge you to really try to live up to these principles and how you navigate your lives. Okay? And I'm challenging myself to do the same. Now, Jamal Roberts won last night. All right? Huge accomplishments. I really hope he's able to take that win and catapult his music career into the stratosphere. That's my hope. But I want to talk a little bit about before the win. Okay? A lot of people don't know this. We got to see his big win, his shining moment. He got both babies in the hand, his two daughters, both babies in each hands. But what people don't know, the man's been singing his whole life. Talia even mentioned that he, like the last couple of years, he's been singing in his car and really working to grow his social media and his presence to get to the point of being on a platform as large as American Idol. All right? He even auditioned for Gospel Best. Now, Gospel Best is another singing competition. It's definitely smaller, but he did not get far at all. As a matter of fact, he was out of that competition quite early. He didn't go viral. He did not get the spotlight. Some would even say he failed or that he was rejected. So here's what I say about being proactive and what that means. When you're proactive, it means showing up even when the first door closes. I'm going to say it again because Jamal Roberts been doing this. He's been doing it all his life. He's had many doors closed. He even, in the last 10 years, got on another show. Had all of the potential, the same talent, the same everything. And the door was closed. Didn't even get up to, I don't even think he made it to the top 20. The door was shut. Okay? And for most of us, it is very difficult to continue to be proactive when doors have been shut. All right? So yes, I can sing song with you and say, yeah, you need to be proactive. But if I don't also mention that you have to continue even when you're overlooked, you're going to have to continue even when you're not getting views on your social media content. You're going to have to continue even though you're not making sales. That is what proactivity really means. Okay? It means practicing the gift when the platform hasn't shown up yet. Practicing the gift even when your target audience has not found you yet. All right? Jamal kept singing, kept improving, kept believing. This is what it means to practice Kaizen. That is what it means to be proactive even when you keep getting no's. Being proactive even when you keep getting no's. Being proactive also means you don't wait for life to check you. You don't have to get serious about your business because you lost your job. You don't have to wait for that. Why are you waiting for the layoff to then get serious about your business? say it again. Why are you waiting for the layoff to get busy about your business? Why are you allowing rejections or perceived rejection or perceived failure keep you from staying on top of the things you know that matter the most to help you be successful? Why are we doing that? Why are we letting anxiety and pressure and overwhelm build up instead of taking care of what we should be taking care of on the front end? We got to move first, people. We got to move first. We got to be prepared before the pressure. We got to plan before the panic. And we've got to choose progress over procrastination. All right? Procrastinators, you ain't got to put your hand up, but I know you in there. We have to choose progress over procrastination. We have to choose progress over procrastination. See, let me tell you something about procrastination, because I've been a procrastinator. I would say probably the last 10 years, I've reduced my level of procrastination quite a bit, especially now that I'm older. I'm definitely more proactive than I used to be. And procrastination is a lie. It's a liar. She's a liar. Procrastination says, well, if I wait till the last minute, then my mind is at its best and I'll perform my best because I have no choice. And as long as I get it done and it's good, then I was successful. It's a lie. It's a lie we tell ourselves. It's a lie we tell ourselves so that we don't have to effectively engage in the real fears that keep us from doing things before the pressure hits. Procrastination is one of the worst things we can do to our mind, body, and spirit, and they keep us from making the small incremental progress we need to make to be as successful as we'd like to be. You can't keep waiting to the last minute, is what I'm saying. Okay? Father's Day is in 3 weeks. Well, not 3 weeks, 5 weeks. Why are we waiting until the week before to put listings in the shop? You knew Father's Day gonna be the second week in June all year long. Juneteenth is a little less than a month away. Why are we waiting until the weekend of Juneteenth to get our products and listings together? Every year across the entire country, kids go back to school. Why are we waiting to the last minute to start communicating our back to school offerings? Every college across the country has a homecoming celebration. Why are we not being proactive and having those listings on our site right now? What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Do y'all know why I switched? And I'm praying I could do this the rest of the year. I have switched how I teach classes. I went from teaching one class to another class. I do them in series now. You know why I do them in series and clusters? It does a few things. First, it helps my learners consume large amounts of information in small pieces. But it also allows me to be proactive. So I'm not waiting until the last minute. I've got 12 weeks to build out a program on one theme. I'm going to take my time and flush just those ideas out. And it allows me to offer a better product to my consumer. A layered product, a connected product. And at the end of the day, it ups my income, the income I can bring in. Okay? So when we procrastinate, we actually cut ourselves out of coins. That's what I'm saying. When we procrastinate, we are cutting ourselves out of money every single time. Proactivity gives you the opportunity to plan effectively so that you can put out the best possible product. Stop waiting to the last minute. Stop waiting to the last minute. You think you're successful, but you're not. That procrastination been tearing your tail up for years. Just imagine what was possible if all of your Christmas products were done by July. If all of your marketing for Christmas was done by July. Could you imagine what kind of fourth quarter you can have? I'm going to say it again so that y'all are with me. Imagine, just put that out there, the core things that you want to do for Christmas. Okay? In your shop, SEO optimized, marketing complete, and all you doing between October, because you really can start selling for Christmas in October, as Walmart, CVS, and Target. Okay? And all you spend doing between October and the day after Christmas, because you can't have a day after Christmas sale, is market your products. What kind of fourth quarter would you have? I really need you to lean into this idea of your progress and your success in your business being intimately tied to the planning you do before the pressure hits. Because the two are connected. And if you don't believe the two are connected, take a look back. How many times you waited to the last minute and you didn't get everything done you wanted? Or how many times did you literally make yourself sick? You burned yourself out because you're doing too much at one time and really not pushing the needle forward in anything. So let me know in the chat. What's something you've been putting off you know you need to get ahead of this week? It's Monday. Let's do some planning. What is something that you have been putting off and you know you need to get ahead of this week? Drop it in the chat. Good morning, Toya. How you doing? Glad to see you this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get real about this. What have you been putting off that you know you need to get ahead of this week? Good morning, mind, body, and soul. What have you been putting off that you know you need to get ahead of this week? Let me know in the chat. For me, I got some DCT work. It's due tomorrow. I've been putting it off. I got work to do. I'm going to spend today and tomorrow finishing it. That's mine. All right, I see you. We got some items for the church market next month. Okay. What else? What have we been putting off? That we need to get ahead of this week. Good morning, Aaron. Glad to have you this morning. All right, so we got some insurance license. Got it. Your insurance license is about to expire. We got to get that done this week. Got it. What else? Posting. Got it. Got it. CPEs. Got it. What else? What have you been putting off that you need to get to this week? Mine is my DCT work. It's due tomorrow. I got to do it. And I'm gonna actually share with you guys what I did yesterday so that I could be proactive about the work I need to do. Oh, Miss Samela said doctor's appointments. Same. Doctor's appointments for my children. I've been putting that off. My son's, he's growing, so he's been hurting. There's some vaccinations he's got to get for 7th grade. I've been putting it off. All right, let's see. Dean said his mailer light set up. All right. So you've got some email, so it sounds like email funnels that he's working on. Talia said, my DCT work too. Yeah, I got DCT work I need to turn in. It's due tomorrow. DCT coaches due tomorrow. All right. So we've identified what these things are. And I'm going to tell y'all what I did. And I did this yesterday, and it really helped me. So here's what I did. And I'm sharing this with you to help you be proactive going into this week. I went on ChatGPT, and I said, Chat, here is every single thing I need to do, and here's when I should have it done, because some things have due dates. If it didn't have a due date, I made up one. Okay? So I went into ChatGPT, and I listed out every single thing I need to get done. I just brain dumped. And things that had a hard due date, I put the due date. If it didn't, I made up one. And I said, ChatGPT, help me organize this mess. Okay? And then give me a plan for this week to get them accomplished. And so what ChatGPT did is it gave me some buckets. Bucket 1, do now, high priority, get it done. Bucket 2, you do need to get to it. We're going to move it to next week. Bucket 3, no rush. We'll plan it out for later. All right? So I have, going into this week, 3 buckets that I can tap into. Okay? Then I asked ChatGPT, I said, okay, Chat, for the next 5 days, block my day out into blocks, into 2 to 3 hour blocks, and assign from highest priority to least priority task for each day. Okay? And I spent about an hour and a half on this, guys, and I included everything. Every meal that needs to be eaten or cooked, all the driving I do with my kids, I included everything. And so going into this week, I have a solid plan. I feel safe completing my tasks because I know they've been prioritized from highest priority to least. And I am being much more proactive about what I need to get done. So that I'm not waiting because I have a class next week. I'm not waiting till next Thursday to start planning a class. Ridiculous. I typically don't wait that long, but y'all get where I'm going. All right, so I'm going to say it over for you so you got it. Brain dump. List everything you got to do with due dates. I did mine this week. Everything you could possibly think of. List it, give it a due date. Ask ChatGPT to prioritize those items. Do now, do later, it can wait. Then give ChatGPT every possible thing you do in a day and say, hey, take these items, organize them by priority and due date, and give me a schedule for each day this week. All right? Good morning. Glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning, Kismay. Glad you're here. Okay? You've got to go into your life with a plan. And listen, it doesn't matter what your lifestyle is like. You work from home, you still need a proactive plan. You go to work every day and your business on the side, you still need a plan for every day. You're taking care of your parents, and life with taking care of your parents is unexpected. Guess what? Still need a plan. You and your parents need a schedule for every day. Could that parent do something that messes the schedule up? Absolutely, they will. But if you grind yourself in a plan, you're going to feel much better about getting back into those rhythms. You work full time and you got small kids, you need a plan. You're single and ready to mingle and you're an empty nester, you still need a plan. You're not working right now, you need a plan. It doesn't matter what walk you are in life, because the procrastination is not serving you. It's destroying you. And you're lying to yourself if you think it's anything different from that. We keep waiting for overwhelm. We get all overwhelmed, burn out, then it's too late. Type guilty. Put a G for guilty in the chat if I'm describing you right now. All right, put a G in the chat for guilty. You've been waiting, then you get all that anxiety. Then you get burnt out because you're overwhelmed, and it's too late. You didn't have to get you an extra bottle of wine. You didn't have to pull the Ambien out because you can't sleep at night. You didn't update your product descriptions. You're waiting until you ain't got no sales. Then you, I ain't had no sales in a while. Let me do something real quick. Oh Lord. I'm sorry if this hurt y'all feelings, but I'm gonna say it. You wait for someone to ask you before you share your offer. You are waiting for someone to ask you about what you have, and then you share. But only if they ask you. You ain't talking to nobody about your business. You waiting for them to ask you. You're waiting for them to click on your random link that you posted on social media. You waiting on them. You're waiting for everything to be perfect before you become a TRM panelist. Yeah, you waiting for everything to line up and be perfect. And then maybe you'll be a TRM panelist. We're not doing that no more. We're moving with both clarity and courage this week. This week, we are moving with both clarity and courage. It takes courage to do this work. It takes courage to ask people. You think it's easy for me to ask someone for a sale? It is not. I used to sell people. I can't sell candy to a fat kid. I've had to learn that you just got to ask. You think it's easy to send out an email on a regular, consistent rhythm and know that, people are unsubscribing because they're sick of hearing from me? It ain't easy. But I understand that if I don't make the ask on a regular enough rhythm, then people will forget about my product, forget about my offer, or forget to engage. All right, so here's how you can start being proactive today. We need game planning today. When we get off this call, take some time to game plan. Brain dump. Get it all out. Set a due date for everything. Ask ChatGPT to organize it for you. Then build out a daily checklist that you can navigate from every day this week. I promise you, you're going to feel better. I promise you, you're going to be more proactive. I promise you, you're going to feel more confident. I promise you, you're going to feel more successful. And I promise you, you're going to stop lying to yourself that procrastination works. Because it's a lie. Biggest lie. All right. Now, I asked you guys to list some things. Start there. Okay. Y'all listed some business, the things that you need to take care of. If you get that done, how are you blessing future you? When you get that done, how will future you be better? When you get it done, let me go and be more specific. Let me see what y'all wrote. When you get it done, When? Because we this week is win week. When we get it done. All right. Oh, sorry, Taya. Sorry. When you get it done. So we go back at BCT. So when I get my DCT work done, I am better able to communicate the value of DCT. I'm able to earn affiliate sales when I'm able to communicate what DCT offers. But as long as I am not proactive and building out a solid plan to communicate that, I'm literally costing myself money. I don't know about y'all, but I've gotten affiliate dollars this year. It's been a wonderful surprise. But as long as I put it off, I'm literally costing myself money. All right. Miss Mella, this for you and I. The longer we take to make our appointments and get them on the schedule, the longer it takes for us to get the information we need to navigate our health the best. Or for me, my children's health. I have a history of kidney disease in my family, and I usually get my kids tested. I want to know as early as possible if we have any issues with their kidneys. So the longer I procrastinate on getting those appointments done, that's the longer I spend not having the information I need to navigate effectively. All right. Let's see. These insurance licenses. The longer we put it off, the higher the chance is we forget, because life be lifing, and we may literally miss out on an opportunity because now we're operating in expiration. The longer we wait to prepare our items for the church market, the more stress we are preparing ourselves to be in the closer we get to the date. I know we don't look at it this way, but our procrastination and our inability to be proactive, we are actually preparing to be stressed. We are preparing for high blood pressure. We are preparing for overwhelm. We are preparing for anxiety. We are preparing for more mistakes. Thank you, Nicola. Just want to put that out there so y'all can hear what I'm saying. Every time we procrastinate, we are basically saying we prefer stress, anxiety, and despair over hope, preparedness, and strength. You ever look at it that way? That's what we're doing. And have the nerve to be like, woof, I got that done. I beat the deadline. Did you really? Or did you just barely scrape by? And let me tell you, barely scraping by in this life equates barely scraping by in the business. And I don't want barely scraping by income. It's the reason I started my business. It's the reason many of you started your business. You said, I wanted to do this business because I'm tired of scraping by. But then we continue scraping by in how we choose to address the business. Man, listen. I hope y'all hear what I'm putting down. Yeah, Talia, I think you're only supposed to do a few minutes on it, like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. You're going to be sore tomorrow. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't told you to get on that vibration plate. You're going to be sore tomorrow. That thing there, I think it's like 10, 15. I think you have to build yourself up. Maybe to get you a YouTube video. Ask ChatGPT. She said that vibration plate is something serious. All right. So here's my challenge for you today. All right. I need you to stop doing the most and do what matters. Good morning, Rhonda. Stop doing the most and do what matters. Stop doing the most, because you're doing the most with the procrastination. I'm doing the most with procrastination. I'm doing the most with overwhelming myself, and you're doing the same thing. Stop doing the most. Do what matters. That's my word for today. Okay? Your challenge for this week. Miss Mellon's she's already named hers. She's going to make her doctor's appointment this week. Kelly's not going to let this week go by without getting her insurance done. Chris is going to work on some of those routine projects. Dean's going to work on his email list, his emailer, his mailer light. There we go, mailer light. And for those of you that didn't say it out loud, I'm saying to you, stop doing the most, do what matters. Let's be proactive. Let's get some things done this week. All right, stop chasing. Let's prepare. Stop panicking. Let's pivot. Let's stop sitting back and let's show up, all right? All right? Comment, show up in the comments if you're ready to show up this week. Comment, show up in the comments if you're ready to show up this week. Comment, show up in the comments. Talia and I and the rest of the DCT coaches, we're getting our DCT content done. It's high on the priority list. Due tomorrow. These updates to the website, prioritize that this week. All right? We got business to do. If you're ready to show up for yourselves and your business this week, type show up in the comments. Let's show up. Let's be present and let's be proactive. Coming up, Father's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, back to school, Juneteenth. I forgot to mention Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Another big one for small business owners. Homecoming. Graduation is active, but graduation is actually active all year long. It peaks during the month of April through June. Maxwell, get off my live and make sure you at school. I see you. Let's show up this week, y'all. That's my son down there. I'm like, I see you, boy. You're supposed to be at school, like in my live. He's probably on his way to school. Oh, sickle cell month for September. Y'all keep them coming. All right. I'm super, super passionate about being proactive. This is not about perfection. You will not be proactive every week. But if you work towards it a little bit every week, just work towards it. Oh, gosh. You'd be shocked at what you can do. I planned this week out. And already I done ticked off things that I've been putting off. I'm like, girl, you're so silly. You've been playing. You've been scrolling on these people's internet and you could have been getting some stuff done. Good morning, Petra. Glad to have you back. Glad you're here. All right, so let's show up. And let's stop playing. Let's show up. All right, now, speaking of showing up, next Saturday, I'm going to be teaching a class. I'm going to be teaching a class on how to learn what your target audience needs. What are their needs? Okay? That's what I'm going to be teaching about. In the class, I'm going to show you some tools. Most of them you probably never heard of or you don't know how to use them. That will help you better research what target audiences want, what they type into the Google search bar, why. There's been a lot of discussion around hopping trends. We're going to put a pause on hopping trends and we're going to research trends. And we're going to research what's important to us. So we're not going to chase trends. we're going to take what matters to us in our business and connect it back to the trends that matter. So we're going to connect the two. No more chasing trends. Okay? We're going to be choosing trends that best align to what matters to us, the values in our business, and our target audience. And I'm going to give you a workflow, a way of thinking, a step-by-step approach to do some market research. We're going to use a current trend. There's a very special trend we're going to be using as the case study or as the example, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Okay? That's next Saturday. Okay? Join TRM Learning. You get my class, Talia's class, Regina's class, one rate. Or purchase the class directly from my website. Everything's on my profile. All right? Mid-Journey folks, you guys know that Regina is the Mid-Journey Monarch. I don't know anyone better who just has a passion and deep understanding for Mid-Journey. She takes your questions. You bring your questions. She does her very best to answer those questions every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. All right. On Tuesdays, you can come kick it with us and Talia. She's our coloring queen. I just named her that. That's sticking, Talia. You'll be okay. She's our coloring queen. And we just get together, hang out, color, chit chat, and relax. Join us for Color Me Calm on Tuesdays at 6 Central. And then Thursday of this week, Talia has a co-working session. So Patreon folks, check the calendar. She talked to you guys about her bonus co-working session. So she will be having a co-working session this Thursday. Okay, so make sure you're checking the calendar. All right. Oh, we're happy to see you too, Petra. We're happy to see you too. So that's what we have on the books for this week. If you have questions for any myself, Talia, or Regina about TRM learning, Sundays with TRM, anything you need, just reach out. I'm only an inbox, a DM away, and I'll be happy to serve you. Okay? All right, so my Facebook and YouTube folks, y'all know what it is. If you have to leave and you can't be here every morning, I'm on YouTube at Mosaic Creative Designs. Come check me out there. All of the replays for these morning calls are there.